Hey everybody, it's Hylian Alchemist, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Red. In the last episode, we defeated Erica, got our Rainbow Badge, and we also caught Snorlax, which of course, we're not adding that to our team, but we wanted to catch it anyway. In this episode, we are going down to Fuchsia City by taking the cycling road, and we got bikers here that we're battling. And I never got to talk about them because I was too busy talking about the direct, but I'll talk about them now. Bikers. They specialize in poison types, except for one of them down there, which will be using Voltorb. It's close though. And oh yeah, see, this is what Horndrill looks like. And I was looking at this one. I actually managed to take a hit of Horndrill on that Weezing, which I think that was our first encounter with Weezing. That was well, did we encounter Weezing? Well, obviously no, it is the evolved form of coughing. Don't know what level, though. Somewhere around 30s or something, I don't know. Yeah, that was Horndrill, and if you're lucky enough, you'll get a hit, and it is a one-hit KO. And that was a cue ball that we just battled, but I didn't show it off because, well, we did encounter that cue ball in the last episode. Well, at the end of the last episode, actually. But I just had to cut him off because he was using the same Pokemon, but a little down the cycling road, there are other cue balls, and I'll probably show one of them off. And yes, I'm using the Moonstone on Odin, and now Odin is evolving! Let's see, what's it gonna be? Can't wait to see what it is. Odin evolved into Nidoking! Ah yes, Nidoking. I love this Pokemon. I mean, I actually like it a lot better than Nidoqueen, mainly because it's offensive. Because, you know, I, for one, kind of prefer Pokemon on the offensive side. But that's just me. Alright, so, Nidoking, the Drill Pokemon. It uses its powerful tail in battle to smash, constrict, then break the prey's bones. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that's, kind of deadly there. Yeah, I gotta say, Nidoking is definitely a very badass Pokemon. That's all I can say about that. I just seem to love its design a lot. It just looks so badass, that's all I can say. And yeah, so once you're down Cycling Road, then it's all downhill, and your bike will automatically just go down the hill with just all by itself. You can still control it, but of course, if you try to go back up from up the hill, then your bike will be kind of slow. And if you actually want to stop your bike while it's going downhill, you just press and hold the B button. So that's pretty much all there is. And you actually, and while you're keeping the B button held, like, make sure you're holding onto it, and then that way you can steer the bike better. You get better control for it. And I do believe this guy is also a cue ball, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's a cue ball. And another one of the stories I didn't get to talk about in the last episode. Cue balls specialize in fighting types. That's the only thing that will, well, I know there are actually other trainers like that. Well, they're later called Roughnecks, starting with Gen 4, but they'll specialize in other Pokemon. But in this generation, they only use fighting types. So pretty much for the majority of these battles here in Cycling Road, you'll be battling, like, just poison types or fighting types. For each of those respective trainers, they'll be fighting. And that is our first encounter of the Machoke, who is the evolved form of Machop, and in order to evolve it, is one of those Pokemon that has to evolve by trading. We're just doing that link trade. And Jack grew to level 33. That is Awesome Sauce. The Awesome Sauce of Awesomeness. Also, that belt buckle there, don't you think that's a little suggestive? I mean, it's kind of hard to not notice, don't you think? So, you kind of sure about that? It's baffling the way it's designed. Or was just doing the sprites. No money in fighting kids. Also, yeah, another one of those trainers where they're using their whips. A lot of the trainers in Red and Blue, they seem to have some sort of reputation using whips for some reason. Like, Team Rocket was using them, the Cool Trainers were using whips. There's also another trainer later on that we'll be encountering that is also using a whip. And that right there is Primeape, the evolved form of Mankey. I think I have used Primeape in Yellow before, which might not be a bad idea because one of the gym leaders. I'm gonna go ahead and use Metronome, and Metronome, well yeah, it was just by, waggingly it's, well, Clefable basically waggles its middle finger, and use Karate Chop. That's what Metronome is. Your Pokemon will just give, it'll waggle, just give the opponent its middle finger first, and then it'll use a random move, just all randomly. Yeah, the thing about Primates is that, I know for one thing, Primates are very well known for getting pissed off all the time. And, you know, very disturbingly so. I remember in, well, in its Pokédex entry for Sun, is that apparently it gets so angry that it dies as a result. And if that's not creepy and disturbing enough, it even says its face looks peaceful in death. I was like, okay, well, childhood ruined. Gee, thanks. After 20 years, you decide to just go and ruin my childhood. Thank you so much, Sun and Moon. Still love you, though. Alright, this guy uses Voltorb. I'm not going to be showing him off because, well, we've already encountered Voltorb, but he's the only kind of unique biker that will only be using Voltorb. And that's what his dialogue entails. And poor Fado couldn't even make it. So, anyways, I guess there's not much to say as we go down the cycling road. Just listen to this really catchy tune here for the bicycle theme. But there is actually quite a bit to talk about for what happened today. I actually did talk about the Pokemon Direct in the last episode, but guess what? We're going to talk about more things, this time regarding E3 for this year. So, even though this is a little off topic for what we're playing here, the only things, like, a few things they showcased, there was, see, there was that ARMS game for the Switch, there was a new Yoshi game, which isn't really Yoshi's Woolly World, well, kind of like Yoshi's Woolly World, but without the wool. There's also a new Kirby game that's coming up for the Switch, and very surprisingly, something that, like, pretty much all those, a lot of the fans there have kind of lost hope on, basically, especially for Nintendo, that they are finally releasing, they're finally doing Metroid Prime 4. Yeah, no joke there. They are finally doing Metroid Prime 4. After 10 years from the third game. Not really counting Other M, because I heard bad things about Other M. I love how this guy just tells you, like, he complains about how his Pokemon won't evolve despite the fact that he's been leveling them up, and then you soon realize that he's actually using Machoke, and I'm like, what an idiot. And he's even more idiotic when he assumes that, that it probably needs Elemental Stones to evolve, and I'm like, dude, you have a Machoke there. If you want to evolve your Machoke, you have to trade it. And if you're not very keen on letting this Machoke go, you can actually still trade it back, but if you don't want to anyway, then just forget about it. Anyway, what is Jack learning here? I wasn't paying attention. I think it was, oh, that's right, Drill Peck. I want to get rid of Fury Attack because I haven't seen myself using it that much. Yeah, Drill Peck is actually a more powerful version of Peck. It's also, another flying type move that I can also use if I don't want to use Fly. Just having to waste 2 turns. So anyway, there's also Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I do have the first Xenoblade Chronicles game, but I haven't touched it yet, but I will later on. Like, someday I will. Which I'm kind of looking forward to, though. And what else is there? There was also Super Mario Odyssey, which is a game that I'm so super excited for. I'm very excited for Super Mario Odyssey. I think I've already explained it on my Let's Play of Super Mario 64. I don't remember exactly, but I was very excited about it. And there's also the Mario and Rabbids crossover, which I never really understood why there could be a crossover for Mario and Rabbids, but hopefully Mario could survive this one. I mean, hey, if Rayman did it, then so could Mario. And I think that's about all I can think of, and One more things. Well, actually, one other thing is that well, first off, there was already a Pokémon Tournament DX or Deluxe. I think that's what it's called. But I've already explained in the last episode. And it is actually revealed that that Game Freak is already developing another main series Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I know that they're already doing Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon first, probably just to finish off Gen 7, but if they say they're going to be doing a core Pokemon game for the Switch, then that means I am calling it right now, it's going to be Gen 8. I mean, there's nothing for me to tell me otherwise. I'm calling it right now, it's Gen 8. It's definitely Gen 8. Also, another new trainer that we're about to encounter here. This guy right here, this is a bird keeper. And of course, as the name implies, they specialize in flying types. So they're pretty easy if you got like electric types or rock types. Well, I only have an electric type, so it's probably good enough, I guess. And we already have a Fear ourselves, but we haven't exactly battled a Fear before, so just want to show it off anyway. And also, there's also one more thing. I know I keep saying also a lot. I'm sorry about that, but there's just one more thing in E3. Well, I actually didn't see it in the live video for E3, but I actually did manage to pick up on it and saw the trailer for it. I couldn't even believe my eyes. They are actually remaking Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga for the 3DS. I never saw that coming, honestly. I never saw it coming. I never would have thought they would be remaking a game like one of the Mario & Luigi series. Before I go on about it, there's one more trainer here. But the Pokemon we have not encountered yet, that is Dodrio. And Dodrio is, of course, a normal flying type. It can actually still use Fly, despite the fact that it does not have any wings for some reason. Another thing is that Dodrio is actually an evolved Pokemon, but we have not encountered its pre-evolution yet, but we will later on. But I still don't want to show it off anyway. Not quite sure how good Dodrio could be, because I never actually used one on my team. But anyways, so go right over this way here. Here we are in Fuchsia City. Well, we haven't exactly read the sign yet, but it's right over there. Fuchsia City, behold, it's passion pink. Indeed, well, it's pink everywhere. Well, you know, it's actually red because, well, it is red version, so everything around it is red. If it's blue version, then everything else is blue. So anyway, back to what I was saying about what I didn't expect. It's actually called like a Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions. There's actually a new side story regarding a new story focusing on Bowser's Minions and like what's going on with them. But yeah, I am also excited for a remake of Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga for the 3DS. And you know, I gotta say though, Superstar Saga is without a doubt one of my favorite Mario RPGs of all time. I mean, I had so much fun with the game. The first time playing it, I had a lot of fun with it. And just seeing it remastered for the 3DS, I'm at a loss for words now. I'm just at a loss for words. But I'm seriously looking forward to it. I'm very excited to just seeing it remastered on the 3DS. I'm seriously, I just can't wait. And I mean, if they were going for Mario remakes, as far as I can remember, it's usually only for like the main series Mario games, and not necessarily spin-offs or like the RPGs. Like, you know, the classic Mario Brothers games. There was also Super Mario 64 DS. I can't exactly remember if there were other Mario or spin-off Mario games that had remakes, but as far as I'm aware, I was utterly surprised that they're actually doing a remake of Superstar Saga. I couldn't see that coming. I mean, they never even did a remake of Paper Mario for the N64, like the first Paper Mario or 1,000 Year Door. I couldn't believe my own eyes. But it looks fantastic, and I can't wait. I have nothing else to say right now except just how excited I am for the game. So anyway, I think I should just go ahead and end off my fanboying here. So next time on Let's Play Pokemon Red, we are going to explore Fuchsia City because it has quite a few interesting things to see, and a little distraction here that we can get to that Fuchsia City has, and well, we're not going to do that in the next episode because the next episode we're gonna be challenging the gym, but yeah, that's what we're pretty much gonna do. So, till next time, see you guys later.